In today's video, we're going to look at Typedesk, an easy way for you to be able to add canned responses to your emails. But before we do anything, don't forget, if you've got a burning question or comment, make sure to leave it in the comments box below. And of course, don't forget to follow the link in the description because you can get direct to the software and you may even get yourself a great discount as well. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Okay, so here we are on the main dashboard of Typedesk. Now, basically, what you can do here, it's really simple, to be honest. So there's not really much to go into, but there's a few little extra bits that you probably won't notice from straight looking at it. First of all, the way this works, or the reason to use this, is that it's a canned response for emails that lets you type it out really quickly. So rather than typing out all that you need to type out, you know, if you've got someone says, I don't know, what size is that, for instance, or how long does it take? Let's say how long does it take? And then instead of you typing out, it takes between 12 to 14 days to receive, or whatever, you just have a canned response that automatically has that straight away. And you can give it a name. Okay, now when you first go into this, it'll ask you several questions about, you know, what sort of things you do and all that sort of stuff, and it'll give you some canned responses as well. So I've added one of them in. So I've added this reject call one in. So there's a reject call one, and you can add as many as you want, or not, as the case may be. It's up to you. Now, incidentally, this is great because once you decide whether you can either use a web app, which is you know, like normal app, you know, for your Windows or for Apple, or you can use if you've got a Chrome, you can use the extension basically. So in this case, I've added the extension. So if we click on the extension up here, you can see that basically what comes up is a little box, and it basically says that I've got 22 days left of my trial. I can search by doing Alt-C, which incidentally brings up all of the ones that you have allocated. And I'll explain that in a second, okay? Because, well, no, I'll explain it now, actually. Why not? Because when you allocate one of these to a name, like, for instance, we've got reject call there, which is REJCALL, you may not remember which ones you allocated to because you might have so many of them. So what you can do is you can basically hit the Alt key and C at the same time, and then what will happen is that will bring up a list like that of all of the ones that you actually done. So here you can see I've got reject call, I've got one here which is age, I've got try me, which is the try me version, the demo, etc. Now all of these incidentally can be used in email. So no matter what email system you're using, whether you're using Outlook or whether you're using Gmail or anything like that, you can basically just open up a new window. So therefore if I open up a window here in my email, so this is my email here, obviously you put all your recipients in, that kind of thing. Now if I want to say you know, maybe I don't want to take a call from someone, I want to reject it. Okay, so therefore I want to say no, I don't take phone calls, because maybe your business doesn't take phone calls or whatever, I don't know. But the point is that all you have to do is, and now this one's already a canned response, but I'll go over that in a second. All you have to do is you have to hit the /, and then that basically tells the piece of software that you are about to write something, and then you type in REJ and then CALL. And you'll see what happens is automatically this comes up, and this is enter first name. And this is like a dynamic update that's going to happen now, because as soon as I enter the first name, so let's enter Bob like this and then press enter, you'll see that it automatically writes that email that's all spelt correctly, all done beforehand, so therefore you know it's exactly right. And it says, hey Bob, thanks for the email, I'll pass on the call, I'm phone phobic, happy to chat briefly via short emails, be well, Ian. And then it says my name, and then I can literally just hit send, and that's my email done. So therefore it means that anything you want, any canned response at all, you can actually do, and it will automatically come up in whether it be Gmail or whatever you use to be able to do your emails, which I think is absolutely brilliant, and it's going to save you heaps of time. So let's have a look at the canned responses and how you make one, because it's super easy to do. Now, incidentally, you can use, you can share these canned responses as well with other people. So if you've got people in your organisation who also want the same canned responses, they can create an account, or you can have people who you add in, and then you've got like a team folder here, so you can share these responses so they can also have them on their computer as well if everybody has an account, essentially. So therefore, you know, if you've got the same people, you know, I don't know, 20 people or whatever answering the same emails from your clients or whatever, then you can simply have all of them have the same canned response. So it's nice and quick to set up and all that sort of stuff. So that's really easy. Now, in terms of the response itself, as I said, you've got various canned responses that are already there, but it's super simple to do. So this is your extension up here. As I said, if you click on that, you've got your search and your alt thing, so you can be able to see. You can go straight to the dashboard there. You can create new response. If you hit create new response, you'll automatically go there. You've also got some videos to see how it works. So therefore, if you're a little unsure, unsure of something, then make sure you pop over there. I'll go through most of it here today, but there's quite a lot of in-depth knowledge as well that you can also get from watching these videos. So therefore, you know, make sure you watch those videos as well, because the founder of the Typedesk himself goes through some of those details on his YouTube channel. Okay, so here we are on the editor section. So basically, if you want to create a response, it's nice and easy. You just use the editor here. So in this case, what we can do is let's start off with hi, because that's what we're most likely to start off with, or hello, or whatever you want to start off with. And again, you can even create this as a variable if you want to, but you know, I wouldn't recommend it. But so you can do, you know, whatever response you want to do. Now you want to obviously put in the customer's name. For example, you might want to say hi James or whatever. So in this case, what you do is you want a text input. So you would click on text just here, and now that will give you a question to ask. So what's the name? Is what we put. Now obviously that's not what they're going to see, that's only what we're going to see, and then we'll have a default value which you can leave empty for nothing. So you could put in something like, I don't know, hi there, because then in which case that means that if there was no value for it and you didn't mind because you're sending the email out to loads of people and you don't want it to be specific, then you could literally just say hi there instead, you know. So that's going to be our variable, and then you can see that it comes up here with the highlighted option here. So it will be hi there, and it will come up with the name essentially. And then let's just put in something random. Have you seen this? And question mark. There we go. Oh, that's not question mark. That one's a question mark. There we go. So have you seen this? And then you will put whatever you want to put. And then in this case, we're also going to then use one of these variables over here. Now this is the general variables that are already there. So all you do is you just click on first name, and then that will be your first name, or my first name in this case. Yeah. Now, in terms of the actual variables itself, you've also got an option to do select as well. So, and you can see one of these here, this morning, afternoon one. We're not going to put it in here now because we don't need to, but if you wanted to put that in, you could do. And basically what it will do is it will give you the option when it pops up to select either morning or afternoon. And if you want to create one of them, you literally just hit select, and then you would put your option 1 and 2. So what could we use as the last thing? Let's put, have you seen this? It's in... Let's say that, and then we'll do a select one. Why not? Let's say it's in where is it? Let's put where is it, and then we'll do option 1 London, and then we add another option. Option 2 can be Manchester. There we go. So therefore we insert the variable. And there it is. So there it is. Where is it? So it's hi, whatever your name is. Have you seen this? It's in London or Manchester. And then your first name. So that would be our email, essentially. And that is the variables that we need. Now, obviously, this wouldn't be what you'd write, but this is an example, just a quick example so you can see. Now, that is your placeholders and your existing variables. And you can see you can click them on here, and you can literally just click them that they will appear where you want them to be. And then all you need to do in the settings here, you go over to quick response, and then you just give it a name. So in this case, let's say a town. Let's call it town. Why not? So we'll just call it town. So basically now what will happen is if you either type in semicolon town or / town with no space, then it will automatically, once I save this response over here, it means it will automatically be ready to go. So now you open up your email as you would your normal email, whatever email you've got. So in this case, we're going to use Gmail once again. So there it is here. And then you would literally put in your recipient's name, and then all we're going to do is we're going to do a / like this, and then type in town. And you'll see automatically it says, what's the name? So, and that's because I typed that. So don't worry, they're not going to see this. So even though I haven't put a, you know, an apostrophe or anything, it doesn't matter. You can literally just call it whatever you want. So what's the name? So in this case, we're going to call it Bobby. So Bobby is the name. We hit enter to continue, and then you get a choice of where is it? Is it London or Manchester? So we're going to say London. We click on London, and you see automatically it populates it as hi Bobby, have you seen this? It's in London, Ian. Now that was a really bad example, but the point is you get what I'm getting at. So therefore you can go into any email provider that you have and just literally type in that short code, and then you're all ready to go with whatever you're going to write, which is absolutely crazy. So not only that, if you look here, if we do the Alt-C, you can see all of the ones that you've done. So therefore, if you need to leave one, like so in this case, let's go to how to reject a call. You can actually now just go down like this. So let's have a look again. So Alt-C, that's all we do. Now, if you want to reject a call, you can literally, you can click on it like this. You can enter the first name, James, And you don't even have to remember the shortcode if you don't want to, because you can click on it and it will automatically go through. So there you go. I think that's pretty much all you need to know really with this this program. It's very intuitive anyway, really easy to use and do. And yeah, I think it's great, and I'm definitely going to be using it in the future. So there you are, that's my little review of Typedesk for you. Hopefully you found something useful in there. The thing I like about it most is that it's on your computer, but it's not, you know, like one of those copy and paste where you have to have like a, you know, a text box or whatever, and you copy all your details across, then you pop it into your email, and then you've got to go through and change the different variables you need. It's literally all there ready for you to do. So once you've done your canned response, doesn't matter what email you use, you can open it up, hit that shortcode, or just hit Alt and C to find out what it was, click on it, straight into the email, hit send, ready to go. You know that it's all spelt right, it's all done correctly, and literally it's so fast. It's absolutely brilliant. Anyway, don't forget, if you want to use the link in the comments below, then you will go directly to that software, and you probably get a really good discount on it as well. So I recommend doing that. And of course, don't forget to like and subscribe if you like the content. Thanks very much, and I will see you on the next video from Essentially Software, the channel that likes to find business software for you so you don't have to. Bye bye for now.